Salve! Welcome to Easy Latin Part 5. In this video, we're going to look at making our sentences interesting using different types of nouns. Last time we looked at verbs. Sedeo, I sit, sedes, you sit, and sedet, he or she sits. So just changing the ending changes who is doing the verb. Video, vides, videt means I see, you see, he, she, it sees. And timeo, I fear, times, you fear, and timet, he or she fears. We've talked about how the first person is I, the second person is you, and the third person is he or she. We looked at numerare and ambulare having a different ending than sedere and timere, and that's just to do with the vowels in the verbs. Today we're going to look at something different. Here's a sentence, femina vidit. What would you guess femina means? The woman sees. In Latin, there's no word for the or a, so we have to supply it. So woman, the woman sees. Femina puellam videt. The woman sees the girl. I've added more information into my sentence to make it more interesting. Again, there's no word for the, so I just add it to each noun to make my sentence make sense. You can't say woman sees girl in English. Here's a new sentence. Puella feminam videt. Something's changed here. This time, the girl sees the woman. Again, just a reminder, a or the must be supplied in English. So, femina puellam videt and puella feminam videt. They're very similar sentences. So how do you know who is doing the verb? How do you know who is in charge? This is the really important letter, the M on the end. Let's look at the second sentence in more detail. Puella feminam videt. Puella means girl, and she is the subject of the sentence. Feminam means woman, and she is the object. It's the M on the end of feminam that tells me she is not in charge. The girl is in charge of the sentence, so she goes first in our English translation. The girl sees the woman. Here's another sentence. Femina nautam videt. What do you think this sentence means? Does it mean the sailor sees the woman, or the woman sees the sailor? It means the woman sees the sailor. The M on the end tells me that the sailor is not in charge of the verb, so I have to use femina instead. The woman sees the sailor. Nauta puellam videt. What does this sentence mean? The sailor sees the girl. Again, the M on the end of puellam tells me she is not in charge. Nautam femina videt. What does this sentence mean? The woman sees the sailor. Be careful here. The M on the end of nautam tells me that the sailor is not in charge of the sentence. Word order doesn't matter in Latin, so I can have nautam femina videt, or I can have femina nautam videt. Those sentences mean the same thing. Unlike English, word order doesn't matter, so you have to look at the endings of nouns. Now tam can't be in charge of the verb, so the woman has to be doing the seeing. If you want to continue your Latin journey, sign up for my free workshop at the link in the description below. It's on-demand video training to learn Latin in just 1 hour. It's got the fundamentals of grammar and vocabulary, and I'll go through the 5 biggest mistakes that I see students making time and again. You'll also get all of my free guides included when you sign up at the link in the description below. Thanks so much for joining me. See you next time on Bambasbat. Wale!